new to the GLOBE program, and some of you who've been in the GLOBE program for a while may not be aware of the International Advisory Committee that has been formed for some time. And so I'm just here to give you a little bit of information about it. It was formed in July of 2006, and it was formed so that there could be more communication between the global, because GLOBE is international, as you know, and between the global community and the partners and the countries around the world. It was formed as a formal mechanism to be able to have community input for GLOBE implementation, for enhancement, and then also for sustainability. That has been something that we've wanted to see for a long time. I've been involved with the GLOBE program since the very beginning, and I can say that I was one of the scientist trainers in the very first GLOBE workshop. That was in Norman, Oklahoma. It's the coldest I've ever been, and I was the one who had to say, we will go out, you will stay out, we will collect all the protocols. And so they looked at me and hated me for a long time. I can remember us all huddled together. The wind never stops blowing in Oklahoma, by the way. And anyway, so I'm glad to be here, glad to be your representative. The GIAC advises the GLOBE Program Officer Management Team on student, teacher, scientist issues. And so that's what we're here to do, and that's what I'm here to help with all the North American partners. And as you see here, this is a really good map showing you where both the committee members are housed and also where the help desks are. And if you'll notice, Texas is the lead help desk, and they help coordinate the other help desk. But you'll notice the ones in the flags, those are where the help desks are located around the world. And then you can see as well where the GIAC committee members are located in North America, Latin America and the Caribbean, Europe and Eurasia, the Near East and North Africa, Africa, and then Asia and the Pacific. And you may notice on some of the things that you see that there is a plus instead of an and that was actually discussed at our committee meeting, our voice-to-voice committee meeting in January, where that kind of translates a little bit better in some of the languages. So that's the reason for the plus instead of the ampersand or the word and. You see the present day committee members that are at the bottom. Mark Bretney, who is here, he was here. He's here today with us from South Africa. And Binod Sharethra is from Asia Pacific. Diana Garasik and Donna Vatapkova, and they are from Europe, Eurasia. And then Andrea Ventoso is Latin America and the Caribbean. And then Nora Al Nasser from Saudi Arabia. And then there's me, and my hair's shorter. So, but those are your GIAC representatives from around the world, and they're the committee that is of the people and for the people. So that's what we're here to do to help you. Former North American GIAC representatives, Marcia Willis, Paul Rusher, and Mike Odell. And then a future, the person who will come after me is Jerry Cobbs from Alabama. North America is not necessarily the most countries. We have the United States and Canada, but we have the most partners. And the United States alone has 133 partners that are involved in things called GLOBE. So we have meetings anywhere from 2 to 4 a year, and the face-to-face always is with in coordination with the annual international meeting in July. So in January and in March and November, if need be, we have voice-to-voice and virtual phone conferences as needed, and then the July is face-to-face, and that's always really good to get to know people. The GLE that we held was called Putting Faces with Places, and I think that really is very important for us to always come together at some point during the year. The responsibility of the representatives, we're to collect information from our partners and from our countries about anything GLOBE, and then we report back to the GIAC so that as an international community we can discuss things that may be specific to a particular country or maybe in general something that's pertinent to all of our GLOBE constituency. We then prepare a summary and give back feedback, and then we give milestones to the region and report back to the people who've been giving us input. So the main responsibility of the GIAC is to be the voice of the region that we serve to the GLOBE program. In January, some of the points that we discussed were new membership that has just come on board. Also, we reviewed the GLOBE charter, and I'm not going to show you that. I have it linked here, but it's just a very specific charter of what the GIAC is to do and the responsibilities of it. The regional office status update was another thing that we were discussing. There is a vision and mission statement for GIAC, the strategic plan, master trainer plan in the April meeting was discussed. The director status update also occurred at that time, the website, and the SCRC update. And so you can see that everything that we discussed had to do with the things that we're talking about today, the things that will be talked about in April as well as in July. And then the reason I put minutes submitted to the NA Partner Network, if you did not get an email from me with these milestones and minutes, then somewhere there's a misconnect, and you should have received input from that meeting. And then I gave a summary in the minutes of what we had discussed. And see me if you did not receive that, because somehow you're being missed on the GLOBE network listserv. So as I said, the GIAC representatives are the voice of all countries and states in their region. And your responsibility, Teresa, here's the slide. Your responsibility is to give input, suggestions, and I don't know what that is, to give input, suggestions, and feedback in order to advise your representative about program issues through communication with your North American representative. So you are a part of the GIAC as well as me being your representative, and so you have a responsibility as a GIAC voice to give me your input, your feedback, and suggestions so that I can go along and communicate those up the line and then back down the line. So this was my culminating slide, and I don't know how to get that off. I'm not used to a Mac. There. Okay. So you are as much a part of the GIAC as I am, and I would hope to hear from you, and I will be asking for your questions, suggestions, feedback, anything that you would like me to put toward the partners in our international community. I would hope that you would do. So thank you very much, and I'll be looking forward to hearing from you.